Love this podcast? Support it and sponsor today. Simply head to auscastnetwork.com for details.
I guess we start off with saying, hey everybody, it's Liam and Big Al, and this is the Badcast.
Wow, it feels weird, doesn't it? It's been a while since we've done this behind a microphone. It's just strange. It's a bit weird, especially being behind bars. Oh, no, I shouldn't have said that. Look, Anyway, it doesn't matter why we haven't done a podcast for a while. You won't like the answer.
It was the coronavirus, I guess. And
well, yes. And miraculously, I survived.
Yeah.
I know.
I actually think it gives me strength. So that's just me personally.
I know lots of people look at me just going, just make sure he never leaves the house. He is going to be fucked, right? He can't breathe at the best of times.
Yeah.
But I survived. It's absolutely amazing.
Amazing. Great stuff. We sat around, we ate tacos, we watched a lot of TV.
Well, I can't believe I did survive because I'm from the northern suburbs of Adelaide and they don't bathe, so there's no fucking chance they're going to wash their hands. Sanitise, it's like they're just looking at it just going, it's got alcohol in it. They're going to drink that before they whack that on their fucking hands.
Yeah, well, that's what I want. Yeah.
I think
I've been doing one for you, one for me with my hands. And the little sanitizer squirters.
Yeah, they're just at Woolworths just doing one in one hand and just one in the mouth. Like they're just like doing laybacks at the shops.
It is straight alcohol basically, isn't it?
It is. Well, I think when the hand sanitizer first came out back in the day, probably 5-6 years ago, people were getting their stomachs pumped because they would just come along and just neck a whole bottle of hand sanitizer.
Wow.
It's way better than methane, trust me.
And so when people complain about the coronavirus, I mean, look at what good it's brought us.
That's right. That is correct. Uncle Trevor gets drunk on way less now. It's fantastic. It's weird that he's licking the wipes though. No, that's a bit too far. Yeah.
Get every little squeeze everything out of life.
Only Margaret's just trying to wring it back into his mouth.
So, guys, this is just our kind of very quick apology for not being on doing podcasts for so long. We, in fact, have a very funny guest with us. And so let's just, say sorry and get into a Badcast. We're coming back after the break with the one and only Beautiful Bogan.
It's great to have him.
It's great to be here. Watch out.
Love this podcast? Support it and sponsor today. Simply head to auscastnetwork.com for details.
We asked the people what 2 words best describe Liam and Big Al.
Raging alcoholics.
Thought as much.
It's the Badcast.
And we're back, everybody.
That was what did you have to drink?
We're all drinking whiskey. Beautiful Bogan, we actually gave you a whiskey, but he's drunk it before he even started going on air.
I guess you wanted the sides.
Coronavirus has been tough for all of us, hasn't it?
Well, you don't have the kids or the wife this weekend, so you are living the bachelor life.
I'm living. I rock started in an Uber.
Oh, wow.
I felt good. Like, that was worth taking my super out of.
ScoMo Super.
ScoMo Super for Ubers. So you can feel good about life.
It's great.
I took all of it out. I didn't give a shit.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, what? You can have 10 grand? Oh, yeah. Because I either don't plan on living that long or making a go of this.
Did you get anything good?
Got an iPad.
Yes, sweet.
And an Uber ride.
That's fantastic.
Cool. Yeah. And a big night on the piss.
I took 10 grand and overdrawn by 5. Love of a comedian. It's fantastic.
Oh, dear me. So, everyone's whining and complaining about the pandemic, right? And we don't talk about politics on the Badcast.
No,
Let's
that's right.
start off with that, right? That's the one rule of the Badcast. We have to remind ourselves because it's been so long, right? But I'm just thinking, what activities did you guys get up to when you were kind of in lockdown mode? What do you do when you're stuck at home and you just have to just kind of be with yourself?
To be honest, I've got into the low and slow cooking, which kind of, if someone had to depict what my life was like, it would be low and slow.
Yeah.
Someone had to describe me, they'd go, Yep, you're a fucking brisket.
It is a brisket. You are, yeah. When I see you, I think brisket.
They're a bit crusty on the outside, but nice and juicy on the inside.
They love that. They call that bark, don't they?
They do. They call it the bark. There's a Weekend Warrior. Is a guy on YouTube. So massive shout out to you, mate. He's taught me heaps of stuff. So if you are new to slow and low, Weekend Warrior guy is the best. I've learned how to do pulled pork, brisket. I even smoke my own cheeses.
Wow.
I mean,
absolutely amazing.
Whatever you do on the weekends is fine. I don't care. I don't care, dude. Whatever. Beautiful. Tell us.
I took up more running. I did running for a while, and then I tried to run a 100-kilometer marathon.
What?
What the
I tried.
fuck?
I
Really?
tried. I failed. I got 50 Ks, and then
50 Ks is. I'm going to insert
solid,
a round of
solid.
applause right
Yeah,
here.
give him a round of applause.
But I still. It's like getting to the grand final. You still want to win, right?
Yeah.
After looking back, I probably should have trained for it.
So in the race, where did you place?
I didn't finish.
Okay.
I got 50 Ks, and my legs all screwed up.
I mean, 50k run is a pretty solid run.
It was 9.5 hours on my feet. It was all right.
Pretty solid.
We've mentioned this a few times in the backcast. Did your nipples bleed?
No, they didn't, because I just didn't. I just didn't get
From the rough
up.
sex prior to the run.
I have had that before though. I've run
Yeah.
a half marathon and a nipple fell off in the shower afterwards. Fell straight off.
It's like you're going through a stigmata, isn't it? It's,
Yeah, it was. So that was interesting. But I also had a colonoscopy. That was.
Did you really?
Oh, yeah.
Doctor's
Yeah,
orders
right.
or just for fun?
No, just for fun. No, just doctor's orders.
Wow. Is everything okay?
Yeah.
I always hear colonoscopy and I can't hear the words afterwards like, I'm not a virgin anymore.
You know what? They should have rules though. I don't know it's hack, but they should have rules like they should offer you a beer before they do that. Like let's just
Oh, yeah.
have a talk and how's the family? Yeah, good. All right, now let's just examine you.
Slowly just place one hand on your leg and just, go from...
Bit of Barry Manilow in the background.
What was the weirdest?
Do you like incense?
Yes.
Incest? Yeah, for sure.
What was the weirdest was after you, and you know what, I don't care what you say about immigration. You say what you want about immigration, but at least there's doctors and they've got small fingers. That's all I'm saying. Right?
Fatcast comes back and is banned in the same episode. But we love it.
You know what, Freddie Fat Fingers.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shit.
The old fucking... you see some blokes where you just go, fucking hell. Who needs got that guy's fucking fingers up your date? Jesus
I know what you're
Christ.
saying.
So what did you do before that? Oh, I was a helicopter pilot in the army. Oh, fuck, that's no good.
Yeah. You know how hard you used to always have to hold on to that control.
I mean, when I asked you guys, what activities did you get up to during the Rona, I was thinking more like, you were a Scrabble guy or a Monopoly guy, but no.
We're from the north. Scrabble. I can't spell.
Yeah, it wasn't.
No.
That
And the
wasn't the
colonoscopy,
answer.
he wasn't even at the Lime McEwen. He was just done with a carter and a tube.
Just spat it straight out.
My uncle knows what he's doing.
to be honest, at that point where you just go, and Mr. Mark Ryan, we've just found a steak from 1982.
What was the weirdest is
Can I keep it?
Fossilised.
he was sending my doctor the notes, like my GP, and he says, your patient presented at my clinic. He was a pleasant young man. Like, that's the best after sex compliment I've ever had. A pleasant young man. My wife doesn't say that. She's like, you're fucked.
Swipe right for the results.
Yeah, you were shit tonight. He was like, you're pleasant. I'm like, anyway, I got to go. I got to run off and do a gig.
This guy's got to do a gig.
He's
Well,
got a
all right,
gig.
we'll
All right.
catch you guys
Thanks for
after the
having
break.
me.
Thanks for coming on to
Thanks,
the
mates.
Thank
you very much.
the Beautiful Bogan.
Thank you so much.
We're shaking hands. It doesn't really matter because nobody can
matter.
see that. But anyway, thanks for coming on, and
you so much for having me.
we'll catch you after the break.
See you, boys.
This beer break was proudly brought to you by Scotty's Painting and Decorating. Check Scotty out on Facebook. Facebook.com/Scotty's Paint.
Love this podcast? Support it and sponsor today. Simply head to auscastnetwork.com for details.
Now back to the Badcast.
Oh, and wowie, aren't we back?
Mate, so what are you drinking?
I'm drinking. Actually, I stole it out of the fridge from Andy Martin. Looks like I'm drinking a Shifty Lizard Brewski Easy Ale. Big shouts out to the brewery
There we go.
who I stole a beer from.
Shifty Lizard.
Yeah, they're down south, I reckon.
Oh, I think I've been called a shifty lizard before. Look at that shifty lizard.
Yeah.
Bloody scaly and up to something.
Yeah,
That's what it is. We haven't been able to see each other due to
No.
COVID and...
and laziness.
Yeah, it is pretty much, yeah.
pretty much laziness.
Your beard's looking awesome, mate. I have to say. It's
thanks.
quite thick.
I've been feeding it.
Just beer and so do you wash your beard? Do you have like manscaping rules around it? Or
No, mate. No, I don't wash it.
Because there's lots of stuff out there now, like your beard wash and a whole bunch of stuff.
I use some beard. I rinse it.
Yeah,
I rinse it. I don't put like shampoo in it or anything like that. But I do rinse it, and I use oils.
Have you ever had a moment where you've been out in public, you've come home and just gone, how long has that been in there? Like, things can be in there. Like,
and
you've got a kid now. Like, could be like a whole massive chubba chup, and you just go, why didn't anyone say? Piece of Lego.
Yeah, the chunks of food that are on you as a dad is disgraceful. Like, you're having things on your shirt. You're walking it around. You can't be changing it all the time. So you're just going to have a massive chunk of passion fruit.
Maybe that's what I should say. I've got kids. And that's the reason the stains are on my shirt.
It's everywhere.
It's got nothing to do with the 3 pies I had for lunch.
Yeah. So what were all right, here, what about this? What were your favourite Rona meals?
I think, wifey's a pretty good cook. So, she's been able to smash out some deliciousness. But I have to say, when I did my first ever pulled pork, that was pretty much up there.
Oh, yeah?
I have to say. It was. It took 8 hours, mate.
You must be telling the truth because your glasses are steaming up, Big Al. They are steaming up.
8 hours. 8 hours. I'm a big guy. I don't normally wait. Like, I'm from a fast food generation. Yeah. But 8 hours, it feels like I've accomplished something. To wait 8 hours for a piece of meat and you just go, my God.
Well, that's what you do on a normal PJ O'Brien's evening, wasn't it? 8 hours for a piece. What? Sorry, I think the microphone must have had an issue. Let me just check it.
8 hours just to get your bone out.
It's I don't know what anyone's talking about, to be honest.
Oh, it's great to be back. Like, I have to say, like, it has absolutely been fantastic. This year has been, the great thing is we've had a podcast from the get-go. We didn't wait for COVID to bring a podcast out. We had it before it was way cool to do so, or it was the only thing fucking people could do. Like, how many comedians now have got their own podcast? Like, every single comedian, they've just gone, yeah, you know what I should do? I reckon I should do exactly the same as what everyone else is doing. Like, no one else is doing this. But let's, like, through COVID, let's put out a podcast because no one else is doing that. Let's just do that. Let's get our creativity out. And that's why we've gone, you know what? Let's these mofos do their fucking podcasts and then we'll wait for the dust to settle and then we'll come out and do our podcast.
Like jungle cats.
That's right. So we'll just wait them to fail and then we'll just come back and show them how it's really done.
Yep. We'll do that after the break.
Whew. What a fuckwit.
Están escuchando el Badcast.
Is that you're listening to the Badcast?
Yeah.
Jeez, I want to fuck him.
It's the Badcast.
And we're back here on the Badcast. It's Liam and Big Al. And, it's been really nice to come back and sit in the studio, get behind the mics, do a bit of a show. We're going to pick our game up, I guess, Biggie. This is just us kind of like reawakening.
It has been good. Like, think about it. It's been over a year since we did the Farm to the City.
Wow. What great times. Can we throw back to that, Big Al?
Yes. Here we go. Here's a bit right now.
We're just walking to the next pub. This is the Badcast, 100th episode, Farm to the City.
Oh, magical stuff, Biggie. We are here at stop number 2, the Windsor Hotel.
Exactly, mate. We only just made it. And we got a very warm welcome as soon as we walked in.
I think people like our capes.
Yeah, I think so. As soon as we walked in, old guy just went, "What the fucking hell is this?"
Do you think we're going to get bashed? Or out of 10, how likely?
I reckon there's a good 40 to 50% chance that we may not.
We may not get bashed. Yeah, sure. The other betting pool that I'd like to run, there's obviously the bashing one, and then will we shit ourselves between pubs?
Well, that's the thing, because we've the next pub's 2 k's away. So, and I'm not wearing an adult diaper. I really should have, but
well, look, I had a few last night, and I'm not going to lie to you, I did have a big bacon and eggs breakfast.
Oh,
so
mate.
We'll see how that all goes.
Well, the good thing is we're not drinking coffee, and coffee normally brings that on.
We're
We're good to go. And we're just drinking schooners.
Just schooners?
With
just taking it back down to the schooner level.
Sensibly drinking.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. I'm still on the Cooper's Pale Ale. Biggie, what are you on now?
I'm on a Furphy now.
So he's already started to mix
mixing.
them up. So that's going to go well, I'm sure.
Yep, it's going to be great. Now, you can tell that the staff were looking out for our safety because straight away they've looked at us and went, the beer garden's over there.
You guys need to leave this area now for your own safety. Anyway, cheers, Biggie.
Cheers, mate. Cheers. Awesome. I already feel like I've lost weight, to be honest.
Really? G'day, mate. How you going? What's your name, mate?
Which one's Big Al?
Which one do you reckon, mate? Which one do you reckon?
I'm Big Al.
You're Big Al. G'day. How are you
name,
guys?
dude?
My name's
Yeah,
Adam.
doing good.
G'day, Adam. Liam.
Got a quick story for
All
you.
right, go. Hit us.
My ex-wife,
Yeah.
I couldn't make her orgasm.
Really? Is that the story, or is there more?
This is already going to be good.
No,
Okay.
seriously. So I took her to the doctors and said, what the hell's going on?
Yep.
Went to a sex therapist and all that. Sex therapist said, she's overheating. You need to cool her down.
Call the RAA.
He said,
It was a male sex therapist.
put the air conditioner on, buy a fan. And times are tough. We live in South Australia, crap government, all that sort of stuff. I can't afford a fan or an air conditioner or anything. He said use a fan, a towel. I thought better than this. Come down here to the local, grab my mate. I said, right, this is what's going to happen. I'm going to root the missus. You're going to wave a towel, cool her down.
So you invited your mate in to be there. Yeah.
Get the towel in and all
Sure.
that sort of stuff.
Yeah, sure.
Anyway,
You could have called me. You've got my number.
25 minutes, half an hour. Oh, I don't have your number and I don't want it. But anyway, 25 minutes, half an hour later, I'm banging away. Nothing. He's waving the towel and all that. I said, right, you know what? Let's swap places. You jump on the missus, I'll wave the towel.
Yeah.
Well, my mate jumps on the missus, bang. 2 minutes, she's orgasmed.
Wow.
I fucking turned around, I said to my mate, I said, that is how you wave a towel.
Good on you, mate. Oh dear, the Windsor Hotel, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow. He's waving a towel now, which is weird.
On that note, shall we have a little drink and
Let's finish these schooners and quickly head off to the next one.
this is the Badcast, everybody.
Wasn't that fun?
Wow, great. Oh,
I think it's been a year and a half or more because I've only just got rid of the stitch from that whole walk.
I've still got the cape. I've still
got the cape too.
My wife looks at it and she says, "Why do you have that fucking thing?" And
Because
I'm
we're going to
like,
do it again one day.
Yep.
Yeah. We should do it reversed.
I wear
Sit
it.
into the
I wear
farm.
it a bit, actually.
Yeah, it is lots of fun. Sometimes I go to my local Thirsty Camel with it, and they're like, just go and quickly serve him. Like it's.
I wear it in place of a bathrobe, and sometimes go down to the local coffee place.
I'm going to wear it to court next.
It's official. It's a gown, so I understand.
Yeah, it's totally fun. Well, I through COVID, I had some major sinus surgery. So the great thing is I've been able to smell now, taste, and just in time to, eventually all the COVID will be over and just enough time to have 40-degree days catching the Gawler Central chain.
Yep,
It'll be,
you'll be.
I can't wait. Just stench ahoy.
Those rich aromas.
It'd be fantastic. Well, it's amazing how much the dog farts. Oh, fucking hell. It made my eyes cry. Real tears.
Even though you didn't smell it, if you think back, does it hurt your feelings knowing that you were breathing it in?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. You know how many poo particles? This whole time I thought it was asthma.
They're in your lungs, dude.
Yeah.
They're in your lungs.
If they did an actual look at my lungs, they'd just go, I think he's a 35-year-old smoker. That's not tar.
It's dog shit. Hey, everybody. We'll come back to you after the break.
It is. It's dog shit. It really is dog shit.
This beer break was proudly brought to you by Cartel Media. For any advertising in TV, radio, print or web, contact cartelmedia.net.
Love this podcast? Support it and sponsor today. Simply head to auscastnetwork.com for details.
Now back to the boys.
But I can smell. It's great.
Are we back from the break yet? Or
Yes.
what? We're back.
Yeah, we are.
We are back from the break.
But I can smell now that they. So you know what they did? It was called a sinus drill out. So it sounds quite painful, but they shave a whole bunch of bone out of your sinuses.
It does sound painful.
It was quite painful, but
I'm just thinking, right? If you're a vegan cannibal, right? Like the meat that you got out of your head, that they drilled out of your head. That's ethical human meat.
Pretty much, and some bone in it, and so some dog. It's probably in something. Now.
Do you get the meat? Do they give it to you?
No, they should have.
Should have given it back to you.
Yeah, would have been great. I was just going, that was in me.
That was
at the same
in
time,
my fucking head. That was in my head.
At the same time, like everything's quite fragile now because there's like fuck all bone in there. So I don't want to get into any fights. Not that I had anyway.
No,
but I don't want to get into any fights whatsoever. I'm quite delicate in that kind of area. But it is weird just smelling stuff that you just go, and I can taste different beers. I can actually enjoy a draft now.
You can enjoy that, can you?
No, not really. I didn't enjoy it before. But 10 years without smell, and it's been great to get it back. It has been awesome.
What was the first thing you smelt?
First thing I smelt, burnt toast. It turns out I was just having a stroke. And
completely unrelated. Just...
No, it was cooking, and then and perfume and deodorant and just weird stuff like the rain, be able to smell the rain and, mowing the lawns, Yeah. And I think we've mentioned it quite a few times. I'll portion the lawn out with beers. So I'll do that portion with 4 beers.
We're looking at about a 6-pack on this one and probably a 3 on the side lane kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah. And then be able to smell the lawn, the whole works. It's been great. So we should maybe do a smell competition to see, if I pick what that actual product is. You're going to get probably a stink finger out, but
no, I think I have
belly
the
button?
same thing as you.
Really?
Yeah, I think I've got it. I have it.
It's just so you can't smell at the moment, or is it just?
I think I need to have somebody. I think I have a doctor get a drill and just bore my fucking nasal cavity out a little bit.
Okay, we can do that. Should we do that on the next? Oh no, this is
live
another
on the
promise.
show?
Yeah, I know we are full of promises.
Yeah,
but do you reckon we should promise that we could do a live ep where someone's looking up your schnozzer and giving a bit of a diagnosis?
Sorry, that was a whiskey cough, everybody. Sorry about that.
You shouldn't be snorting it. That is probably why there's fucking shit up your nose.
Nah, look, I think I'm good with it. It's gonna have to happen, but I'll leave it to the professionals.
I just want to ask, if we do go up the nose, like, is it not going to be like a WizFizz dispenser, like a whole bunch of loose powder's not going to come out?
I hear from people on the internet that if you take a lot of cane, then that whole area is completely eaten away.
Oh,
so maybe that's the way. I don't know.
I should have done that instead of had an operation.
On that one. Like, is it better to go to the doctors or just get a?
Yeah, I suppose the other way is the cane. You can't claim that on Medicare.
No. Well, no.
Yeah, unless you get it from Dr. I'll cut that out.
Let's go. All right.
He's a billionaire now.
Yeah,
he'll sue the fuck out of us. Like he certainly will.
The Badcast with Big Al and Liam. Those guys. Who let them out of rehab?
It's the Badcast.
So what have you been up to through COVID? I've been talking about cooking low and slow meats and getting some smell back, but what have you been up to?
Dude, like my garden never looked better.
Because you've got a worm farm, haven't you?
I got a worm farm, dude.
Because I got a wifey a worm farm for Christmas, and we've got the 3 tiers on it.
Yep.
Like, is there a point where you scrape the little fuckers out and put it into the lawn?
Well, if they're climbing up the fucking walls and climbing on the roof, it means that they're probably uncomfortable and they might be in a overly acidic environment.
Oh, right, okay.
And so what you got to do is you got to go to Bunno's and get this fucking powder shit that they sell with the worm, or you can get in the worm farm section.
Yeah.
It's like a neutralizing powder.
So if they're if they're right up the top, it just means that they're uncomfortable.
Yeah, because they're like basically skinned serpents sliding through the fucking ground and shit, right? And if the ground's fucking, acidy because you've been pissing in there or you've been tipping your beers in there.
Yeah, bit of both.
Putting your fucking durry butts in there and the rest of it, right?
Just teabagging them.
They're going, fuck it, it's pretty fucked.
That's exactly what I expect a worm to sound like.
Yeah. And so they scurry their way up the fucking walls and...
yeah, right.
Yep.
Because Sonia does take off the lid and they're all on the lid and everywhere. But I think they're in all layers. Like it's...
Yeah, fucking oath. Yeah.
So do you have to take them out and put them into the garden or...?
You can do that, yeah, for sure. And the one thing I'll say to you is don't put anything that's spicy, oily, anything that's going to fucking grow. So nothing with seeds and shit in it because you're putting it into a super fucking, like basically a super greenhouse with fucking...
Yeah, well, I think we have seen our alfalfa sprouts in there before.
Shit will start growing. You don't want shit to grow in there.
Yeah, right.
You want them to fucking,
So something oily, greasy and smelly.
Nothing. Yeah, so nothing that's going to grow in there, boys.
So you can't kill and put them in there.
That's... Nah, you can't. Apparently.
Oh, that's out.
It's time for a break on the Badcast, everybody.
Awesome.
This beer break was proudly brought to you by Captain Snag, the ultimate food van for your next event. Enjoy beef, lamb, and pork gourmet sausages in a fluffy white bun with your choice of coleslaw, caramelised onion, shredded cheese, and diced bacon, plus your favourite sauces or mustard. It doesn't get any better than that. If you want Captain Snag to come to your next event, get in contact at captainsnag.com. Now, back to the boys.
And we're back, Big Al. I got to say, I'm fucking loving the cool fruits here, which are kind of free mints that are available in a bowl here.
We were talking about the cool mints, but then remember the cool fruits, and you said remember they used to come in that tin, had that little bit of dust of powder, a bit of
I love those things.
Oh, so well, I don't know if you can get them anymore. And then I think they put them in the box. So good, and so many other things are coming back. Violet crumble. And I always thought it was violence crumble, but that's because Dad used to fucking whack me with it. But we have to say we do apologise to the listeners that we haven't been around. You've had to listen to inferior podcasts to fill the void, and I do apologise. It's almost like having some good beer and then you've had to resort to some homebrew. Just while we're doing it, you know what I mean? Homebrew is okay. It'll get you smashed, but it just doesn't taste the same, does it?
Not really, especially in those plastic bottles.
We're sounding a bit up ourselves, aren't we?
Yeah.
Okay, now, but
can't cut all this out.
No, we'll let the listeners bring us down.
All right, send your insults in to the Badcast, everybody.
The Badcast Facebook, just put all your insults in.
We'll take them.
We'll take them for sure.
We do deserve them.
Yeah. We've still got a website, I think, haven't we?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, we do. Yeah.
You can always email me.
Just go to the Badcast Facebook. I think is the best place.
Big Al Facebook. The Badcast Facebook.
Oh, or Big Al if you like.
Yeah, if it's a real personal insult, more than welcome to take it. If you really wanted to
direct it at Biggie, then that's cool. I don't like the cut of your jib. But thanks for listening, everybody, and we'll be back with some more content. We're just it's been all ronery, and sorry about that, but we'll be back.
We are just warming up, so stoke up the fires. I know it's summer, so probably don't do that.
Yeah,
but we are going to be getting ready. We're going to do a camping episode for sure.
Oh yeah,
we're already making promises. See, it's like old times.
Yeah. Well, shit, we're not going to do, but we say we'll do it.
Awesome, thanks, mate. It's been an absolute pleasure.
See you next time.
Help us buy more beers and sponsor us. Hit us up on Facebook, Twitter or badcast.com.au. The Badcast is part of the Auscast Podcast Network.
That's how you want it? This is how you like it?
Love this podcast? Support it and sponsor today. Simply head to auscastnetwork.com for details.